Hi there, and welcome to Bethel University. I'm Cece Gaines, a Bethel alumna and anchor and reporter at KARE 11 here in the Twin Cities. I'll be your host for this virtual tour of campus. Whether this is your first look at Bethel or you're returning for a refresher, I'm so glad you're here. Bethel is more than a place. It's a purpose-driven community with deep history where students are equipped to grow in their faith, pursue academic excellence, and become leaders who make a real impact. Here in Arden Hills, Minnesota, we're just 15 minutes from downtown Minneapolis and St. Paul. Our campus is centrally located, safe and secure, and filled with energy, connection, and possibility. I'm excited to introduce you to a few Royals who will share pieces of their own stories and help you see what makes this place so special. Come on. The first person I want to introduce you to is Devin Rimple, a biokinetics major who plans to pursue physical therapy. As a student leader and resident assistant, he knows what it means to help others feel at home at Bethel. Devin, over to you.
When I first visited Bethel on a Royal retreat overnight, I just knew this was the place. The energy, the people, the way I saw faith woven into everything, it felt like home right away. My sister and brother also went here, so I grew up visiting campus and seeing what college could be like. But it was experiencing Vespers and meeting students who really lived out their faith that sealed it for me. Now that I'm here, I get to help create that same welcoming environment for others as an RA. For me, being an RA is about walking alongside new students, not just enforcing rules. It's showing them how to do college life well, how to find community, and how to grow in their faith. It's kind of like being a camp counselor, but on a deeper level. You're there in the big moments and the small ones, helping them see that they're not alone and they belong here. One of my favorite things about Bethel is how intentional the community is. You see it everywhere, from professors who pray with you before a big exam to friends who invite you to run a half marathon just for fun. Honestly, Bethel is kind of a place where people call out your strengths and encourage you to use them. That's why I chose to be an RA, why I sing in Vespers, and why I'm so involved on campus. I want to be a part of building that kind of community, one where everyone is invited to go deeper, whether that's in your faith, your friendships, or your future. Back to you, Cece.
I love that, Devin. Bethel really is a place where students lead, serve, and lift each other up, because that's how we all grow. Thanks so much for sharing your story. Next, we're hearing from Esther Adinayi, who graduated in 2024 with a community health degree and is passionate about serving others. Let's hear how her time at Bethel shaped her path.
When I first came to Bethel, I didn't see a lot of people who looked like me, but immediately felt seen. I was welcomed so warmly that I knew I belonged here. I even volunteered on the Welcome Week team to help new Royals experience that same feeling. Welcoming new students and families to campus and dancing and singing and carrying all their stuff to their rooms, even when it's hot out, is such a tangible expression of what we're about at Bethel. I loved being a part of that energy, creating the same sense of belonging that I felt. And Bethel's commitment to building a Christ-centered, inclusive community meant so much to me. Leaders are intentional about creating a space where people from all backgrounds feel seen, valued, and are able to grow. It's something that not only helps me thrive as a student, but also informs how I approach my work. For instance, one of my professors challenged me to take a global approach to healthcare, not seeing just the patient or community in front of me, but also the systems and factors that have influenced their health and way of life. It shifted my whole perspective and continues to inform my worldview. I was a nursing major at first, but realized I had an interest in healthcare. The needles, not so much. My faculty advisor helped me process different ways I could still help people thrive physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And Bethel has so many Christ-centered programs to choose from. I felt supported, seen, and encouraged as I discerned the best path forward. At Bethel, faith is part of every conversation, in every major, and who you are and who you are becoming is celebrated. I loved working with my faculty advisor to find the courses, clubs, and career-oriented experiences that built my confidence and got me ready for an amazing career.
Thanks, Esther. It's an amazing culture of support and discernment, and students really feel that in practical ways. Next up is Nate Holder, a music major and minor in performing arts. He's joining us from our main gathering, performance, and worship space on campus, Benson Great Hall. Take it away, Nate.
Hi, and welcome to Benson Great Hall. This place has been a central location of my experience here at Bethel. When I think of my Bethel experience, I think of the music, the lights, and the people. There's just something powerful about performing in Benson, especially during Festival of Christmas. There's so many lights and decorations, and the music is spectacular. It's just great to see everyone come together and tell the story of Jesus Christ. I don't think I'll ever be able to celebrate Christmas without thinking of Bethel. The directors do such a great job creating a unique theme every year, and it helps us reflect on the different parts of that story. It's a lot of work, but it's so worth it. As a student, even as a music major, we talk about so much more than just music. Bethel really cares about your whole self, not just who you are in the classroom. We talk openly about well-being, and there are people here, professors, staff, and counselors who are ready to walk with you through anything. Honestly, my favorite thing about campus is that no matter where you are, someone says your name and says hi. You're never just a number here, and you can feel the difference. It's been a game changer for me. Back to you, Cece.
Thanks, Nate. There are so many ways to customize your college experience to fit your hobbies, interests, and personality. And the staff and faculty really have your back too. Love that. Another way many students grow outside the classroom at Bethel is through athletics. To tell us about that, we're going to hear from legendary Bethel quarterback Jaron Rosti and two-sport athlete and current student Julia Helgett. Tossing it over to you first, Jaron.
They're subbing him in and out.
I came to Bethel to grow in my faith and to be surrounded by people who push me to be better. And I knew football was going to be a part of that. Let me tell you, the football program here is special. Coach always asks us, who do you want to be? What kind of man do you want to be? Yeah, we won a lot of games, but those simple questions shaped everything for me, from my leadership on the field to how I live my life off it. One of my biggest blessings of my time at Bethel, though, was working with students in the Build program. It's a residential college experience for students with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and it changed my life. I've seen so much joy in that program, and the students in Build bring so much energy, personality, and fun to campus. God values every person, and Bethel reflects that in every way. Now I'm on staff at Bethel, coordinating internships with Build students, helping them step into their strengths, just like others helped me as a football player, in my business and education classes, and of course, as a man of faith. That's what Bethel is all about, creating a community where everyone belongs and thrives. Over to you, Julia.
When I was looking at colleges, I wanted to keep competing and also dive into speech pathology. Bethel let me do both. With over 100 areas to study, I found the flexibility to create my own path when my major didn't exist, yet. I worked with advisors to build an individualized major, and meanwhile got to be among the first students in the door when the major was officially launched at Bethel. That freedom to find my exact academic path shaped my career goals in amazing ways, and I love that Bethel is constantly innovating and staying relevant to what the marketplace needs. From hands-on classroom experiences to internships and everything I've learned on the field, Bethel has prepared me for what's next. I found deep community in my teams and coaches who care just as much about who I am as they do about how I play. I grew up Catholic and I wasn't sure how I'd fit in here, but Bethel has been a place where I can ask big questions and really explore my own faith journey. Through conversations with teammates, professors, and mentors, I've grown spiritually and personally. I feel confident stepping into my career and that's thanks to the full support I've received every step of the way. Back to you, Cece.
Darren and Julia, thanks so much for sharing your experience with us. Now let's head over to the Nelson Larson Science Center, which opened in 2021 with Bethel alum Nathan Love. A 2017 graduate, Nathan went on to earn a PhD in chemistry from the University of Minnesota and now works at Seagates as an equipment engineer, leading automation projects in the tech industry. He traces the spark that started it all back to his time on campus. Over to you, Nathan.
I still remember touring Bethel as a high schooler and thinking, this place just fits. I knew I liked science and math, but I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do. At Bethel, I didn't have to figure it all out on day one. I got to explore. I dove into chemistry and math, took extra physics classes for fun, played guitar at Vespers, and even TA'd for multivariable calculus. Along the way, Bethel gave me access to lab equipment and research opportunities I wouldn't have gotten at a bigger school. I literally ran my own NMR measurements, which is a rare opportunity as an undergraduate student. The faculty were phenomenal. I had professors who challenged me, mentored me, and invited me into research that laid the groundwork for my PhD and now my engineering role. Today, I use coding and automation to optimize high-tech tools that help build hard drives. It's not chemistry anymore, but the problem-solving mindset, I learned that here. Bethel didn't just teach me content. It taught me how to think critically and creatively, and that's what stuck. More than anything, Bethel shaped who I am, not just as a scientist, but as a person. I found deep community here, from late-night study groups to lifelong friendships formed through music and labs. This is where I learned to lead, to ask questions, and to embrace both faith and science without compromise.
Thanks, Nathan. Bethel is truly a place where students can explore their many interests, try things out, and gain practical skills for their career journeys. So fun to see how that served you as an alum. Last but not least, let's hear from Student Body President Simone Harms. She's a media production major and business minor with big dreams and even bigger drive to make a difference on campus and beyond. As a member of Bethel Student Government and the 25, she's all about getting solid mentorship and then turning around and building up younger students. Over to you, Simone.
Thanks, Cece. I'm honored to be serving as the Bethel Student Body President, and I hope that students, when they enter this campus, they can see the life and the community through the faculty, the staff, and the students. When I first transferred to Bethel, I transferred with a lot of credits and a lot of ambition. Right away, I saw that this was a place where I could make things happen. From student leadership to helping with marketing for the Student Managed Investment Fund, Bethel has empowered me to step into every opportunity. On day one, the registrar helped me to figure out how the credits I'd earned in high school could now help me meet course requirements. And they really helped me strategize so that I could graduate early while still getting the most out of my time at Bethel. And faculty and staff and other student leaders won't just tell you to lead, they make space for you to do it. I've grown so much through meaningful conversations, deep friendships, and mentors who have invested in me. The 25 in particular has provided an amazing space to learn about the distinct leadership challenges that women face, and created opportunities for me to connect with inspiring alumni and professionals too. Whether you're stepping into student government or launching a club, Bethel gives you the support to make your vision a reality. This place fuels my confidence and purpose, and I can say the same about other students I've gotten to know. Introverts, extroverts, science majors and sculptors, hometown kids and Twin Cities transplants. There are experiences for everyone here. I know we're gonna be ready for what's next after Bethel, and that this community will continue to support us for life.
Thanks, Simone. You just heard from a few amazing Royals, but that's only a small glimpse into this vibrant, Christ-centered community. I hope you're hearing that at Bethel, faith isn't something you fit into leftover bits of your schedule. It's the foundation of everything, from classes to concerts to conversations over coffee. Whether you're performing on stage, launching a healthcare career, mentoring students, designing your own major, or doing hands-on research, Bethel will challenge you, support you, and equip you for what's next, because that's what we do. We prepare students to live out their calling, serve others with confidence, and lead in every space they enter. Obviously, where you go to college is a big decision, and at times it can feel a little overwhelming, but you've got this and Bethel's got you. We'd love to have you come visit in person because there's so much more we'd love to show you. But until then, know this, you belong here, and we can't wait to see how your story unfolds at Bethel University.